Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing Picture Perfect from Arcane Wonders and Corax Games. Now this is one that I don't know, we'll have to see if it'll be up my alley or not. It sounds very interesting. It kind of, to me, has some vibes of maybe like Clue or something along those lines, where in Clue, you're trying to find the who done it and what they done it with and where they done it. But this one, it's more of who wants to be where and why, I think. But I'm kind of excited. This is a little bit. It's very different than any other game I've kind of seen before or heard of. I believe you're trying to get people in a certain position for a portrait or a picture that's going to be taken of them, and they have specific things they want to be by or behind or something, and then you'll take your phone at the end of the game and take a picture of it and then see how many of the goals you meet. It just sounds very interesting. It's not typically one or a type of thing that maybe I would be as into. It seems more of like a party game, but it sounds exciting. So right off the bat, we're going to get into the game rules. Doesn't feel too thick, and from what I know about it, I wouldn't expect the rules to be that long. Got a little bit of examples here. Not sure. Hopefully it'll be very clear in the rules. Looks like it's just 8 pages. Yeah, overall, I don't think it should hopefully be that difficult, but we will have to see. Photography guide. Stop. Auctions. Not quite sure what this is. I don't know if this is... What do we get here? How many envelopes? Yeah, not exactly sure what the difference this is, but if this is an additional rule book, we've got another 12 pages. Maybe they split it to make the rule books look small, but really maybe it's 20 pages. So you got about 20 pages of whatever there, but I'm not sure if it's all rules or what it all is. Then it looks like you've got different places you're going to be taking the picture at. So different player boards here pretty much. They're plasticky. And it looks like you just got those two options of either kind of a wood floor or kind of a brick floor. And you got these for each player as well. What do we got here for cardboard? Overall, it's pretty thick, and I think you're going to be putting it together kind of like a little bit of a puzzle. So it can't be too thick, but it feels like it goes together nicely. It should be solid enough, I think, once you put it together. So that's pretty nice. Then we've got the different sets of people. I believe we'll have 4 copies of that as well. Got a plant there, plant named Fred. We got some candlestick and some food dishes, some different characters. I like that they're all pretty unique characters as well. I think in this type of game it makes it a lot easier to kind of see who they are trying to be by or who they're trying to be behind when you have very clearly different people. If you had them too similar, I think it could make a game like this more complicated than it would need to be. So I'm hoping that they'll be pretty clear. And these pieces are also definitely thick enough that I don't think there'll be any issues with them being knocked over too easily, hopefully. So we got 4 sheets of those. We got the different bases for them to stand in. Let's see if I can grab one of them. See if he stands up well enough. So it punches in there pretty well. And it looks like he's standing pretty decently. So yeah, feels like it'll work as it's supposed to. And we got a bag of baggies. Always nice to have that. And we've got a set of cards. I will have my helper open those for me, hopefully. Then we've got the Clue-esque type packets here, but each packet will have one of the individual people on it, and then have kind of the requirements, I believe, as to what they'll want near them. I really like that these ones have some backgrounds behind the people to give it a little bit more of a feel. Always like when they add a dog in the game. That's always a nice touch. I think they should work fairly decently. You should be able to just slide the cards in there and out. And then we've got, now you can keep it hidden to your opponents as to who you got where. Because there will be some hidden information in this game, which is kind of what makes it all come together. But that's a very nice background setting. And then we've got these cards back. So I believe these are what's going to kind of tell us. Starting player reference card. See if we can get that. So those are kind of the different steps it looks like that you can do. You got open auction, shared auction, silent auction. So I think those are kind of the different rounds, if I remember right, as to how you can see more of the packets and see more of the people and their desires, and see if you can score more points. Then it looks like you'll have things like, I want to stand in the 4th row. So then you'll want to kind of have that person stand in the back. If you're able to, if they're able to fit there, want to stand in the middle. So, if they had those 2 cards, you'd want them to be standing somewhere on those 3 spaces, if you could. Want to stand next to that person, or be this guest. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how these all end up working. I'm very, very fascinated to see how it all works out. Then it looks like we've got a few more settings, backgrounds here. They definitely use some very nice art for these background scenes. I really like that, how that works, or what they put on there. And it looks like on here you have point stuff as well. Can't remember exactly if that's just the end of the game or how that ends up working. We've got another scene. Ooh. And they're very different locations. We had inside a room there, and then we had kind of a countryside looking thing, and now we're on the beach. So these are very different backgrounds. And what do we got here? The perfect moment bar. So we end up at the bar at the end of the day, apparently. And last but not least, looks like we've got 4 brown wooden cubes. That is probably the most exciting way to end an unboxing. You don't get much more exciting than 4 brown wooden cubes. Yeah, otherwise you got an insert here. We'll see how that ends up playing out. It's just a white insert, so it's definitely one you can get rid of if things don't fit back in the box very well. Yeah, this has got me really excited to play this one. I'm hoping that it'll be one that I can play with pretty much anyone. It's kind of the big hope of this game, is to kind of introduce it to people that maybe aren't into games as much as myself, may not be as into the Euro type games that I typically love to play. That might be a little bit over the top for even some of my gamer buddies. So if you liked what you saw here, definitely feel free to subscribe. Hopefully we'll get this one played and get a first impression up as well, so hopefully you can check that out. Otherwise, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And we will hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.